It's that time again, FA Cup third round. You know what they say, the magic of the cup lives on. There are giant killings normally in round 3, hopefully not for us. Today we'll be taking on Barrow, and then back to Premier League action as we face off against Brentford. Welcome to episode 7 of Leeds United Pride of Yorkshire. So, as you may have heard in the little introduction, today is FA Cup third round day, and you know what that means. Giant killings aplenty, and the big fish are hunted by the little fish. However, we're playing against Barrow, and I don't think that is going to happen. We will also be playing against Brentford, but before we jump into any of today's match action, let's show you what you've missed since you've been away. So a little look at the schedule will tell you that since we last played against Tottenham and won 3-2, we had a disappointing game where we went away to Liverpool. We didn't play very well. Tried to play on the front foot as we did against United and Tottenham and come firmly unstuck. We did suffer an injury to Karim Adeyemi that puts him out for 3 months. So we are missing him. We did score through Tyler Roberts, but Mo Salah firmly taught us a lesson about what the Premier League is really like. We then went to Norwich, where we won 5-2, an impressive game where we were on top. Even though the stats don't suggest it, we ended up scoring late goals galore. We scored a 91st minute penalty and a 95th minute goal. Sesko getting 4 in one match, with Lufc getting the other goal. We then played Newcastle in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We were getting messages of all kinds of descriptions about resting players, so that's exactly what we did. We played young kid Verhalder at left back. We played Polido in defence. Kenner got a game in the middle, and we also gave a debut to Allen up top. It didn't work out. Newcastle really outplayed us from the get-go. They beat us 3-0 to advance to the next round of the Carabao Cup. But back to the Premier League, we then had an impressive 3-1 win against Burnley, where we played really well at home, with 2 more goals for Sesko and a goal for Koch, ensuring 3 more points. And then last time out, the next game after that, we had another 3-2 victory, where we were 3-0 up and cruising, and Junior Firpo got sent off again, and we had an identical result really to the Tottenham one, where we were 3-0 up and cruising, and then all of a sudden it became 3-2 in the 95th minute, and we hung on to get 3 more points. And in the last game that we played, we had the away game against Brighton, where we had a 3-1 victory. We were 3-0 up in the first half, made a raft of changes, and they got a late goal to make it 3-1 to give us another 3 points. So with those games in the books, let's have a look at the Premier League table. And when you rejoin us, we are currently sat 4th in the league on 40 points, joint with Leicester, but we are above teams like Arsenal, Man City and Chelsea, and we are only behind Man U FC by 10 points and Liverpool by 14 points. Liverpool are just pacing away with the league. So, as I said, our attention will turn to the FA Cup for the third round. Let's see the team lineup that will face off against Barrow. With this being the third round of the FA Cup, it's an opportunity for us to rotate some players. So a few players that needed resting were players like Stuart Dallas, Matthias Klick. They are the ones that are popping up every single week saying that they need resting. So that is what we are going to do. Don't want to really disrespect our opponents, but I feel we are stronger than them even with this lineup. So we are going to play with Meslier in goal, Verhalder at left back, Cooper, Koch in the middle with Matthew Zinho at right back, Tyler Adams and Shackleton in the middle, Harrison on the left, Lufc on the right, and playing Tyler Roberts behind Sesko. So let's see if the magic of the cup is still there. Hopefully we don't fall victim to a giant killing. It's taken until the 15th minute for the first highlight, and is this not a kit clash? We're playing in our light blue / purpley away kit. They're playing in blue at home. I don't know why we couldn't have just played in white. But still, we are on the attack. Lufc tries to play the ball in. Adams plays it to Matthew Zinho. Back to Tyler Adams, who plays it to Lufc. And there is Tyler Roberts to smash the ball home from outside the box in the pouring rain to give us a 1-0 lead after 16 minutes. And considering the first highlight took 16 minutes to come, that is an impressive finish. As Adams turns the ball round the corner, Lufc into the path of Roberts, smashes it past the goalkeeper to give us an early 1-0 lead. A corner then to be swung in by Harrison. As he plays it across, Verhouder was almost there to get a header on it, but it does get cleared as far as Shackleton, who is going to run at his man and try and cross the ball in. Instead, he lays it back to Verhouder, who plays it in. Adam Lufc's there at the back post, has a header that goes over the bar. A throw in then with Matthew Zinho, who plays it to Lufc, gives it back to Matthew Zinho, plays it back to Koch, and the ball goes all the way back to Cooper. But Verhouder is on it now, and he's going to try and run forwards as he plays the ball into Harrison, looks to beat his man. Is he going to whip the ball in? No, he kind of leaves it behind, but then does whip it in. And there is Sesko with the header, and the only thing that surprises me is the net didn't bulge. It ends up going wide. Another corner then, Matthew Zinho on this one. He swings it in looking for Harrison. Gets cleared away, but it's going to get picked up by Tyler Adams. Plays it back up the line to Matthew Zinho, who looks for Adams again. Plays it back to Matthew Zinho. These two are having their own private game. Matthew Zinho plays it into Lufc. Lufc tries to cut it back, and the ball has been put in his own net, I think. Yeah, Joe Grayson with the own goal. Lufc, I think, was looking for Sesko. And as the cross comes in, Paul Grayson just sticks his foot out. He ends up diverting it into the back of the net. And we now have a comfortable 2-0 lead. Yeah, it was a cross, really. Goalkeeper, though, was unlucky not to save it. But it is 2-0. In at the break then, and a 2-0 lead. We have been playing really well in this game, even with the rotated lineup. We've had 18 shots, 7 of them on target. We have 2 goals. So nothing really to change going forwards. Let's jump into the second half. The first chance of the second half is going to fall to us. It's a throw-in as Sesko tries to play it across, but it gets cut out. Harrison has a shot from distance. Goalkeeper sees it just flash past the post, and the score stays 2-0. So a free kick that Matthew Zinho is going to swing in. Lufc is at the back post, and his header has gone over the bar. 76 minutes on the clock this time, and we're going to make some changes now. Daniel James is going to come on in place of Lufc. Patrick Bamford is going to come on up front in place of Sesko. And I don't even want to risk players like Rafinha. So those are the changes. That's it then. A pretty uneventful second half. As you can see, the score stayed 2-0. We did have 25 shots, 10 of which were on target. Next year, 1.33. As was expected of us, we completely outplayed Barrow. And the magic of the FA Cup continues for Leeds United. And unfortunately, no giant killing for Barrow this time. But we progress on. And we are going to move forwards and play against Brentford. And hopefully continue our good league form as well as a cup win. One little bit of news before we move on to the Brentford game. Silly season has started again. The transfer window is now open, and Rafinha is the subject of all kinds of mad bids. Newcastle are the ones that are pushing forwards. They offered us £59 million. Not all of it was up front. I couldn't accept it at all. Rafinha's not asking to leave. He doesn't seem unhappy. It does say that if Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain were to come in, then maybe he would go. But at this point, I don't want to lose him to Newcastle. And I don't really need to take the money. Even though at this point, we do not really have money to spend. We have £438,000 in the transfer budget. We can move 1 or 2 squad players on if we need to sign anybody. But I don't think we'll really be doing much business in this window. And I certainly won't be looking to sell Rafinha. So let's move on to the Brentford game. And the lineup we are going to be putting out back in the Premier League is Meslier in goal, Firpo, Koch, Llorente and Dallas. We've got Click with Phillips, Harrison, Roberts and Rafinha, and Sesko up top. An early chance then, and it's going to be Brentford on the attack. Brentford have hit the crossbar. I think it was Pontus Jansson, of all people, former Leeds player, who has got the header. He hits the top of the crossbar. A pretty uneventful first half has resulted in a corner for us. Rafinha swings it in, but it's dealt with well by the defenders. And then the ball back to Click, and Matthias Click. Wow, what a finish this is. It goes like a rocket into the top corner. What a goal. I said it was pretty uneventful in the first half, but that is sublime. So the initial corner was dealt with quite well, but the ball goes straight back to Rafinha. He lays it into the path of Click, who takes a touch and then side foots it really into the top corner. Gives the goalkeeper no chance. 1-0. Straight from kick-off though. Brentford has started playing the ball around and they get the ball over the top, but Llorente deals with it. And Rafinha picks it up and runs towards them. But he goes back to Llorente. Plays it to Cock, to Click. Firpo is going to run at his man. Is he going to cut back in? No, he crosses it in instead. Sesko's gone to ground here. Is there a penalty? Referee is having a look. The VAR is consulting with the referee. It looked like Sesko got completely taken out. And we have a penalty in the 28th minute. So then, up will step Matthias Click. And Click converts the penalty to make it 2-0 to Leeds United. And we are well on our way in this game. It took a while to get going, but finally we have a 2-goal lead. Things are looking good. He steps up, smashes the penalty right-footed, past the goalkeeper, gave him no chance. A throw-in then is going to be taken by Junior Firpo straight to Sesko into the path of Harrison. He's hit the inside of the post, and then the defender and the goalkeeper between them managed to get rid of the ball, and now Cocky's in trouble here. Trips Ivan Toney, but doesn't even get a card for that, so that's pretty impressive. Brentford are moving the ball again. They spread it out to Kolasinac out on the far side. He tries to find Mubuemo, I think his name is, in the middle. He then couldn't get to the ball, and we are going to try and clear it as Dallas plays it to Llorente. Plays it back out to Dallas. Ball over the top. Cleared up by Janssen. Plays it to Jensen. So many J's and Sons in Brentford's team. This Sorensen to Fernando. Now they're knocking it around quite nicely. Need somebody here to go and try and press them on the ball. I hope this is actually going to go somewhere because this is a long highlight. And we do steal the ball. Roberts has played Harrison in down the channel. And he puts it across the goalkeeper into the far corner of the net to give us a 3-0 lead. And once again, we've scored 3 goals in the first half. 33 minutes on the clock. And we are looking very comfortable. Firpo to Roberts with the great ball there, splitting the defence. Plays him in. And Harrison smashes it low past the goalkeeper. Gives him no chance really. And we are 3-0 up. A corner then from Rafinha. Swings it in and there is Cock. Puts it over the bar though. A last ditch attempt at an attack before half time here from Brentford. And I think they've got one back. Daniel Oyagoki, I think it is, with a header that goes up and over Melier. I think it was just a hit and hope ball really. It's up in the air. He's got up highest. Headed it up and over Melier, and it barely crosses the line, but it does. I wonder if we're going to see the ridiculous goal line technology. No, we don't. We just go straight in at half time, and we are 3-1 up. Playing well. Had plenty of shots, plenty on target. We've seen 51% of the ball, and we are doing well. We're just going to continue on into the second half and see if we can continue to play well. A free kick then that Cocky's going to play to Junior Firpo. He moves the ball forwards. But Ivan Toney tracks back and wins the ball. And they all of a sudden are in on goal. And Mubuemo has made it 3-2. And we've gone from comfortable to clinging on all of a sudden. This is normally what happens when we go down to 10 men. But this time, Toney worked really hard to get the ball. Fernando played it over. And once he's in on goal, he wasn't going to miss from there. That's a brilliant finish to make it 3-2. Corner kick then, and Rafinha is going to swing this one in. Gets dealt with by the defenders as far as Calvin Phillips. And he goes for goal. Oh my gosh, what a goal this is. What an absolute worldie of a goal. it's a shame that the viewers from behind the goal, and we're going to get that same view again. When the header comes out, he takes the touch, and look at the curl on the ball. It started off outside the post, beat the goalkeeper from long range. What a finish to make it 4-2. Another corner here, and Rafinha is peppering these corners in. It's headed away. Fara Llorente. Click's going to have a go, and Click has made it 5-2. Thought there might be question marks here about an offside in the ball back to Rafinha, but the goal goes in. The goal stands. We're not even having a VAR check. So Rafinha swings it in, gets headed back, and I thought Llorente, no, he's clearly onside there. And Click, with the right-footed shot, makes it 5-2. 75 on the clock then, and we are going to make a few changes. We are going to bring Adam Lufc on. We are also going to bring Patrick Bamford on. And I think I want to protect Diego Llorente, so Ahmed Hodzic is going to come on in place of Llorente too. So 3 substitutions, 1 forced, 2 not. We're just going to try and see the game out now and get our 3 points. Kolasinac then with a throw-in goes as far as Wissa. Lozek ends up on the ball. Phillips played it over the top, looking for Harrison on the far post. He stops, turns back and plays it to Firpo. Plays it back to Harrison. He plays it to Click. Click's going to have another go. Another long-range effort that smashes the back of the net. And we have scored 6 in one game against newly promoted Brentford. And this is another finish and a half. So Firpo forward to Harrison. Plays it to Click. Touch and smash. Exactly the same as his goal in the first half, but the other end of the field. What a finish that is. Full time then, and we have played some exquisite football in that game. There was a period just after half time where I was thinking to myself, we've gone from 3-0 up to 3-2, and we've ended up winning the game 6-2. So, nothing else to be said other than some superb football, some excellent finishing, the long range goals. I think come the end of the month, with the Goal of the Month competition, we could have 1, 2, and 3 all from this game. But it's another 3 points in the bag. Can't be happier than that. We're going to go and have a look at the schedule, show you the league table, and then see where we go from there. 3 more points then in the Premier League sees us still sat in 4th, still tied with Leicester, although they have played 1 game less than us now. So 43 points for both of us, 50 for Man UFC, 57 for Liverpool. It sits us in a brilliant position. I remember early on in the season saying, we're not looking over our shoulders, but we're definitely not now. I think if we don't get some European football of some description this season, we will be disappointed. So let's have a look at the schedule and where a possible comeback might happen. So then we have drawn Salford in the 4th round of the FA Cup, but we don't want to come back for that. I think we might come back. It's tempting to say Man City and Arsenal again, just to see how different we play against both of those teams. But I think we're going to go for 2 games that maybe we haven't shown already. So I think we'll come back and play Aston Villa on the 26th of February and Watford on the 7th of March. And that hopefully will give us a good chance of getting 6 more points. And then we are really in the business end of the season. And as you can see then, there will not be that many games left in the Premier League, and we will be looking at the end of our first season. So the only other thing to say is that the transfer window is open. I don't think there's going to be any business. I am still trying to sign Supernat. It didn't go through after the first transfer window for whatever reason, but we are looking to move a few players on, fringe players, to free up funds to buy him. So that might be the only deal we get done, unless Real Madrid or PSG come in for Rafinha, and then that is all going to change, because that will be fun and games. There we are then, another episode in the books, and we had a great win against Barrow in the FA Cup as we look to progress, and then we have now drawn Salford. We also have 3 more points in the Premier League as we battered Brentford. Like I said, touch and go for a couple of minutes, but as soon as we extended our lead, the game was never in doubt, and it was a superb performance with lots of goals. So, if you're still watching at this point of the video and you've enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. I very much appreciate everybody that has done that across the months that I've been doing YouTube videos. It really has been quite overwhelming, really, to see the support that the channel gets on a daily basis. So, a big thank you for watching. I'm going to wrap this episode up, and I'll see you on the next one when we play Aston Villa and Watford.